Very good morning to all of you. Let's start English language. Direct and indirect speech we started in the previous class. We will continue with that. In the previous class, I told you the basic difference between direct and indirect. Means what are the basic things that you will know, that you should know before changing the sentences from direct to indirect and indirect to direct. So the basic difference between direct and indirect speech or sentences is that in direct speech we use the words said by the first person. Yes, the sentences or the words are said by the first person. Secondly, the pronoun direct, since it is direct, so we can use the pronoun I. All right. Then thirdly, we use quotation mark. Whatever the person has said, that main sentence comes in the quotation mark. All right. This is clear to these three basics, and we never use the word that. That is not used in direct speech. Now, these were for direct. And time is also generally present tense. Okay, so when you see these things in a sentence, you'll come to know that the sentence is in which speech? Direct speech. We'll come to know that the sentence is in direct speech when we'll see that the sentence is said by the first person, the pronoun I is used, the main part of the sentence is in quotation mark, and the word that is not used, and the sentence is basically in present tense. Now, let's come on to the other section, that is indirect. In indirect sentences, the sentence is not said by the first person. It is said either by the second or the third person. So, this will not be there. Either by the second person or the third person. Okay. Second, the pronoun I will not be there. It may be she, it may be he, her, his means when we denote somebody else. We denote it by pronoun he, she, her, his, him. So we never use I because I is used for ourselves or the first person. And in indirect speech, I is never used. Getting it? Then next, quotation mark. Quotation mark is not there in indirect speech. We remove quotation mark. Then the word that is used. In indirect speech, we use the word that. Then last, present tense. Now this tense may be changed. It may be past tense, it may be future tense. It will be changed. Now let's read from the book, it will be more clear to you. Rules for indirect speech, page number 135. Point number 1. The words of the speaker are not enclosed with quotation mark. Yes, this I told you here. In indirect speech, the words of the speaker are not in quotation mark. We remove quotation mark. Right? You can see the example also. Ben said, I am happy. Now, in the first sentence, it is direct speech. Why? Because it is showing the first sentence. First person speaking. I am happy. And, sorry, it is there in quotation mark also. But it, come in the second sentence and see. Come in the second sentence and see. Ben said that he was happy. Now here, what are the changes? First, the word that is used. Second, comma and inverted commas are removed. Yes, and the present tense has been changed into past tense. Yes or no? Same things. First person is changed into second person. I is removed. Quotation mark removed. The word that is added and the present tense has been changed into past tense. Clear? Next, the conjunction that is used. This I have already explained you. The conjunction that is used in between the sentence. Rahman said, I love music. Rahman said that he loved music. Okay? Again here, comma is removed. Inverted commas are removed. That is added. Person is changed from first to second, and tense is also changed from present tense to past tense. Clear? All right. Third, the pronoun and the possessive adjectives also changed according to the subject or the object. For example, she said, I don't like tea. I don't like tea. What will be indirect speech of it? She said that she don't like tea. Again here, when we are writing in indirect speech, the first person will be changed into second person. So she said that she, I will be removed. Then that will be added. She said that she. Then inverted commas removed. Clear? These are the four basic changes that we do. 4, 5 basic changes. Then Mark said, I am going to meet my mother. Mark said that he is going to meet his mother. He means pronoun changed, tense changed, inverted commas removed. The word that is added. Alright? Similarly, next. Now, all these examples are of pronouns and only. The word I, you, me, how we have to change all these examples are like that. Now, for example, next, I said I spoke to them. I said that I had spoken to them. She said, you must be careful. She asked me to be careful. Deepa said, will you help me? Deepa asked if I would help her. Now, when any question is there, then we don't say, use the word said. When any question is there, we use the word asked. Deepa said, will you help me? This is a question. So, how we are going to change it? We are going to use the word asked. Deepa asked if I would help her. Okay. Mamta said, I have forgotten your name. Mamta said that she had forgotten my name. Okay. Jayant and Harish said, we love football. Jayant and Harish said that they love football. Now, same changes are there. Same changes are there in every sentence. Few basic things should be clear in your mind, and then you will be able to change the sentence very easily. Maya said to him, you are handsome. Maya said to him that he was handsome. See, same changes. Inverted commas removed, the word that is used, comma removed, sentences change, pronouns change, possessive adjective change. The principal said, Prashant, I want to meet your father. The principal told Prashant, now since it is a command given by the principal to Prashant, so we are going to use the word told. The principal told Prashant that he wanted to meet his father. Clear? Basic things are clear. How to change the sentence? Now let's come on to the exercise. Exercise A on page number 137. Come on to the exercise A on page number 137. Keep pencils in your hand. Ready? Okay. Question says, exercise says, these sentences are in direct speech. Fill in the missing punctuation marks and use capital letters wherever required. Now here, we do not have to change anything. We don't have to change the sentence from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. No. simple, we have to use punctuation marks and capital letters wherever necessary. Okay? So first sentence. On Gandhiji's death, Pandit Nehru said the light has gone out of our lives. So on Gandhiji's death, Pandit Nehru said. Now after Pandit Nehru said, after said put comma and quotation mark open on inverted comma. The T will be capital because when we put inverted comma, the next word after inverted comma is capital. So the light T will be capital, has gone out of our lives, inverted comma close, full stop. Okay, whole sentence will be same. We have to just use the capital letters and punctuation marks wherever necessary. Then next, Mahatma Gandhi said, do not use violence. Now, Mahatma Gandhi is already in capital. After said, we have to, what we have to do? We have to put comma and open inverted comma. After said, put comma and open inverted comma or quotation mark. Open it. And after quotation, it will be capital. What will be capital? D of do will be capital. D will be capital. So cut small d and write there capital D. Do not use violence. After that, close inverted comma and put full stop. This much done? Okay. 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 Next sentence. The children on the ride screamed, we are having fun. The children on the ride. After screamed, put comma and open inverted comma, cut small w, write there capital W. We are having fun. After fun, exclamation mark, because it is a feeling, we are having fun. Exclamation mark, then close inverted comma and full stop. Okay? Again, I am telling you, the children on the right screamed. So after screamed, you have to put comma, then open inverted comma. We are having fun, exclamation mark, inverted comma, close, full stop. Clear? Next. I can paint an entire day, said Tom. Now here, the sentence is said first and said Tom is written at the back. Yes, at the last of the sentence. So the main part of the sentence is in the beginning. So we will start with the quotation mark. Before I put quotation mark, open quotation mark before I. I can paint an entire day. After day, inverted comma close and comma. After day, inverted comma close on top and comma at bottom. Said Tom. Clear? Everybody mute. All right, next. The teacher said, don't be noisy, walk in a straight line. The teacher said, after which word we are going to use inverted comma and comma? After said. Yes, after said, put comma and open inverted comma. Don't, D will be capital. Don't, D will be capital. Don't be noisy, full stop. After noisy, full stop. And then again, walk will be capital W. Don't be noisy, full stop. Then walk will be capital W in a straight line. Inverted comma close, full stop. Got it? Because here two sentences are there. So we have divided two sentences by using full stop. Don't be noisy. Full stop. Walk in a straight line. Don't D will be capital. Walk W will be capital. Inverted comma close. Full stop. Next. My mother asked, when will you come back home? My mother asked, when will you come back home? After asked, comma, inverted comma open. Yes. W will be capital. When you will come back home, now it is a question. So after home, question mark, then inverted comma close. We will not put full stop here. Why? Because the sentence is in which form? Question form. So we will put question mark. Yes, and then we are going to close the inverted comma. The next, turn page. Dilshad said, my brother is at Delhi University. Very easy. After said, we have to put comma, open inverted comma. Then Dilshad said, my brother M will be capital. My brother is at Delhi University. After university, inverted comma close, full stop. Okay. Then last sentence. First close inverted comma, then put full stop. Then last, she said, I am buying a new laptop today. She said, I am buying a new laptop today. She said, yes, comma, inverted comma, open, capital I, capital I am buying a new laptop today, inverted comma, close, full stop. Very good. This means that all of you have understood. After this exercise, all of you have understood the first thing, that where we use capital letter in direct speech and where we use what type of punctuations in direct speech. This much is clear, right? All right. So this exercise you have to do in your fair copies. Okay. Manvi, any question you are asking? What happened? Seventh one. Dilshad said, my brother is at Delhi University. You only tell. You tell. What punctuations we have to use? Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So you know. It's good. Okay. Which answer? Which answer? Fourth. Fourth one. Okay, I'm going to give you the image. If anybody has missed out, I'm going to give you an image. You can check from there. All right.